Morning everyone. What do we got? 20 something degrees. It's a nice day today. It's only going to get to about 30 or so. With those sprinklers, they're working really well too. These ones kind of change because depending on the temperature, the hose kind of moves. But yeah, they're working really good. And the ones over there, I've put on some extenders, so they really throw out right over there now. So pretty good. What I'm going to do today, went to Bunnings yesterday and I got some, I got a spring because we're just going to do a bit of work on the Torana. So I need a spring for the return, well, I need a return spring for the throttle, and I need to adjust the, what's the name? Idle speed, the RPM, because it's not idling right. I've got it set to idle, when it's cold, to idle at 1300. There's a graph that you can set, and then as it warms up, the idle comes down to 750 RPM. And right now, cold, when you start it, it wants to idle at 650, which is way too low. So yeah, so I want to try and adjust that. So I think that's what, either one of them screwdrivers, and then I don't even know how long a spring I need. I just was at Bunnings and remembered that I needed one, so I just bought a longer one than what I thought I needed, and then I could cut it down. I do have some other springs, but none would be suitable. I think I did check. I don't even know where they are anymore. I think they were just too flimsy. They weren't going to do anything. Went for a big drive on the weekend with it, and the throttle, because it's got no back pressure. I'll explain it when we get in the car, it's easier. Yeah, take this off. Get that out of the way. Oh yeah, went to Bunnings. So if you watched me go through the last video, or maybe I haven't put the video out yet, I'm not sure. What I come up with, so these two brackets are going to go where those yellow chocks are. I've got some red ramps, but one of them fell and almost hit the car the other day, because I've just got a screw and they're not actually hooked on, so I've got some proper hooks for them. So that's for another day. That's the spring we're going to use. So what I'm hoping, I've got the bracket there and everything for it, and we've never got around to putting the spring, or a spring. I don't think we ever had one. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah. Okay. So I can probably, yeah. So it's got to go. Oh, actually, that's really good. I might just drill another hole in that, because that's adjustable to an extent. Yeah, that'll be perfect. That'll work really well. What's it got? Yeah. So I just need a little hole there. I don't even need to cut the spring, I don't think. Let's have a look. That might be a really easy job. But yeah, you should always have a return spring. Yeah. Hang on. So you're accelerating, and then you want it to return. I think it's going to go this way. Yeah. Okay. So this must. What's going on? We'll figure this out real time. Anyway. Wow, that's on. I'm just no good at fiddly shit. Anyway, so we want it to pull. So really, the spring has to go here, down there to there, and pull. It's got to pull back. Yeah, okay, so that's no good there. That's the wrong way. I did bring some pliers with me. $13 for two springs though. I was like, whoa, what's going on there? They're not even made out of gold or anything. if you were watching that detailing video, I'm still a bit uneasy on my feet because about halfway through my back, I just leaned over and my back locked up, and I think the disc bulged again. And you'll see it in the video when it happened. I had to turn the video off, and I was out for about 10 minutes just stretching it. I don't need any more microfiber rags. So these are those second ones that I was talking about in the previous video. Oh, my back just locked up. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, that's don't like it when that happens. It really knocks the breath out of you. But anyway, hasn't got back to normal yet, but we'll get through it. Yeah, so I want to try and keep. It's coming not too bad. I actually went for a ride this morning, but it's still a bit not too good. So doing this is not probably the best thing for it. Yeah, so actually let's get rid of these. One job at a time. So what I ended up doing was getting 2 baskets that hopefully fit in here. Yeah, good enough for now. I'll just have to probably, this is almost finished I think, yeah, so I'll probably finish that and then they'll fit. So what I'm going to do, I've actually ordered this exact towel, but it's 1.6 meters long. It's a really big one. It was only $13 from AliExpress. So that's going to be for my new car, the Nissan. This is going to be for the other 2 cars. All these really nice. These are some, not the nicest rags in the world, but they're better than my other ones. So that'll be for the Nissan. Glasses cleaner for the Nissan. Clay bars for all cars. This wheel woolly is only going to be for the Nissan. That's probably, I'll keep them in there. Yeah, that's probably going to be about it. Clay bar, it's a clay towel, this thing. Not something you use all the time. So these are just general ones. What my main aim, I don't know if I explained it in the other video, but this car and the Hyundai we have, which is not here at the moment, is ceramic coated. Same stuff. This is ceramic coated as well, but I never wash this car anyway. But the Nissan will be ceramic coated as well. So let me just check this is recording. Yep. So yeah, it's all 3 cars are ceramic coated. Geon Technic something, I can't remember what it is, but it's a good one. It's a little bottle one, it's not a spray one. So yeah, decent one. But my Nissan is going to be pretty much, it'll get driven more than this, because this I only do maybe 400 or 500 k's in this a year, if that. It was been out of action. I haven't driven it for 6 months because of the problem that we had. So yeah, I don't do that many k's in it. Hence the reason I don't wash it. But this car this car now is inside. This car used to be outside because I had a jet ski that lived in here, whereas this stays inside now. So this car and the Nissan, when I do get it, probably won't get washed that much. The i20 I wash maybe every 3 weeks or so. So I don't, and that has got mad brake dust. You can actually see it's stained the. Oh, you can't see it, but I can see it because I know where it is. But just there's a dark spot. The brake dust that comes out of it is just unbelievable. This car doesn't make any. This car makes a bit because it's got racing brake pads on it, but it makes a bit. But because I don't drive it, it's not a big issue. This is really good. But the i20 is just like black water when you're washing it. Just black water comes out of it. It's really bad. So I don't want to use the same towels that I use, especially on the i20 and this car, on my Nissan, because they're going to get washed probably for every 5 times I wash the Nissan, they're going to get washed. For every 5 times that I wash these 2 cars, I'll probably wash the Nissan. So there's no point having stuff that's not very good, is worn out, gets used all the time, contaminated with brake dust, all that kind of gear. So yeah, I don't want to cross-contaminate stuff. I want the Nissan to have its own gear, really. So yeah, that was kind of the thinking. So that's going to be the new wash mitt for. I'm actually seeing on AliExpress you can buy Nissan Z badges, you can buy a Commodore badge, and you can buy a Hyundai i20 badge. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some actual car badges, so I know which one. Just by looking here, you'll see which one is that. Look, I don't clean brake. These are for brake calipers. I don't clean brake calipers in the Hyundai or the Commodore. I will in my car. This one's a bit shorter, so I'll keep that one for the i20 and wagon. This one's a bit woollier, so I've actually got another set of these coming, so that's a good idea. The new set will be for the Nissan. I've got a sponge and this, and see this is just for your rubber, so I could use this on all three cars. I don't mind doing that, but I use this on the rims for this car because you're not scratching those rims. But my new car is going to have black painted rims, so this will scratch. So yeah, so don't. So something like that I can probably keep in there because it's going to be used on both cars. These things are probably best kept. See, I can probably let's keep 3 in there and 3 in here. That'd be the way to do it. And then yeah, everything else, I mean, they're drying rags. These are old ones that I've had for like 10 years. So let's keep them in there. This is a brand new one, but it's a thin one. So that can probably go back in the shed. I've got another box like this black one for spare stuff. So yeah, let's keep that. These are good ones, but they're used. So yeah, you can see it's broken there. These are quite old, but they're really good ones. So because they're old, they'll go with the wagon and the i20. Yeah, look, let's keep them in the. Let's keep that one for the regular cars, and this one is for outside for washing the little bits that you can't get in there with your thing. So that's outside. That's a bit dusty. That I might give that a clean, but that'll be. Yeah, that's deteriorating. Nah, that's no good. I've got another set of these coming anyway. But this is a good one. That's like a horsehair or something of that nature. I don't know. It's very soft anyway. So yeah, we'll keep that for the Nissan. Yeah, that's going to go in the garage, so we'll leave that there. Horsehair brush, that's an interior leather cleaner. I'm actually getting the interior ceramic coated in this new car, so probably won't use it, but if I do use it, it's going to only be for that. And then this is for, I think this one was going to be for engine bay, but I'm not going to be washing the engine bay on my new car very often. So that, and then this is good for tyres, so might be good for the Nissan, because that's going to have tiny little thin shitty uncomfortable low profile tyres on it. So yeah, that's it. That's cool. So yeah, that's good. So that'll go back up there. These will go here like that. I was trying to find a white one, but they've only got this single colour, because this is kind of the colour I'm getting on my new car, this grey colour. And then I was trying to find a white one, so then I know the grey one's for the Nissan, the white one's for the Commodore and the other car, but yeah, it didn't work out. They didn't have it, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, so that can go in. Probably don't have enough room here to keep this. Nah, that can go in the shed. All right. Anyway, back to the car. So this is accelerator cable. So when you pull the accelerator, you want it to snap back closed, which is, this does have a return spring on it actually, but I mean if that breaks you can't, and another one there. Oh no, that's different, that's for the second. Yeah, I mean it is a good idea to have one. So let's see if this, the only thing, it's not going to fit in the hole that's there. What I was saying in the shed too, when I was driving this spring, this return spring that's already on here, is not really strong enough. So, or probably more to the point, is my cable and my pedal needs greasing. It's just, it's very, there's a certain point that it just gets a little bit too, like it's got too much power and it just wants to go. I don't know how to explain it, but I've even put this linkage, because normally you can see in here, if you can see these front ones, they're working, and then when you really put your boot into it, the back ones open up. It's like a delay, secondary delay. From factory, you don't get this linkage, you get a different linkage, and all 4 of them go at the same time, and it's just ridiculous. It's just way too much power. You get halfway through a roundabout and the car just wants to accelerate and spin out. So yeah, I've put that linkage in, that delay linkage, so that way you're running around only on 2 barrels, and then you get the other 2 open up. So yeah, it should be a lot better. But what we want is to, I don't want to play with that, because that's where so I want to get onto there. So what we might need actually is a bolt. Oops. Yeah, I think what we need is a nut and a bolt, and it's not probably ideal because it's going to be rubbing on that, but it's still better than nothing. And then you can adjust the tension with this bit, with that bit there. So I'll go and see what I got for a nut and a bolt, and I'll bring a drill with a tiny little drill bit for that to go through, and we should be sweet then. Or we find 2 nuts and bolts and we just use that hole and bring it back. But either way, it would be good if it had another hole at the back here. The only other thing you can do is use, actually that might be the way to maybe that's what I used to have too, is actually there to there, because then yeah, we could do that too. That might be really stretching it though. Might be stretching the friendship a little bit there to hook onto this bracket, and then there, and then yeah, that might be too hard. But yeah, that's another option. But you're going to be stretching the spring before it is even doing anything, and then yeah, that might be. Actually, you know what? These springs are really weak, and if you stretch them like that, let's do that, because that is going to require drilling 1 hole right in the corner there, and then line her up. So let's do that. I'll go get my drill, and we'll do that. I've already stretched it there. So yeah, if you can just stretch a little bit more there, a little bit more there, and if it doesn't work, I've got a spare spring, a $7 spring. Yeah, let's do that, because that's probably loose now. Oh, look at that, perfect. I probably overstretched it. I might have to go to the other one. Anyway, I'll go get a drill. Okay. Yeah, I think I've overstretched this spring. Yeah, that's not going to do much. So I only got one more chance now. And the stock, it's too short. Okay, so we'll just give it a little bit in the middle. And yeah, we'll just ease up on it, because this is it now. To the bonnet hook. I think that's good enough. No. What happened the other day? So I got, if you go back and watch that detailing video, I ended up getting a new oh, that's good. Oh, what? There's no hole there. Oh my god. 2 seconds. Okay. Went a little bit deep there. That's okay. Yeah, and I had a that thing that I used to distribute the. So you put your well, you can put, it's for car soap, so you put your car soap, bit of water, and then click your hose to it, so no high pressure hose, and it's like a foaming thing. I actually use it to put the chemical on the grass, because the dogs wee on the grass, it smells after a while. So I've got this pretty good chemical that you put on, and that's about the best way to put it on, I've found, because it foams up and sits around for a bit, and it lasts for a long time. It's really good. So there we go. Yeah, that's much better. A little bit more tension than that one, and there's nothing at the start, which is what you want. So as long as the air filter fits back on, we're cool. Now I've just got to. Oh yeah, so I'll finish one of that story. So yeah, I had one. It was just a cheapie, $20 or whatever. I think you've seen it was red and black. Worked really well. What happened to it? The bit where the gun is that you hold and the hose goes to, split. So no good. It was just piss and water everywhere. So got rid of it. Thought, no, I'm buying a good one. So it's in the shed, but it's all metal and ABS plastic, not just shitty plastic like this. It's not just crappy. It's actually ABS, like nylon. Really nice. So, and with a brass fitting, the actual trigger and the mechanism is all metal brass, so it doesn't rust and it's very smooth. The pattern's much better. A little bit more expensive, it was $50, but really good. Went to use it for the first time this morning, put the solution in and all that for the dog wee on the grass, put it on that stainless steel table, and the thing fell off. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't even used it. And all the solutions, so like $5 worth of solution just all over the floor, didn't even get to use it. Because the 1 litre container that's under it, that came off, so it fell, and I'm like, oh, that's cracked and it's all gone. But nah, it held up really good. Put a new solution in, put it all back together, not a leak on it, and it worked really good. So yeah, so it's sturdy, and it fell, that bench is probably a metre high, and that's how far it fell, full of water too, so it had a litre of water in it, and yeah, and I thought it was gone. I thought it was $50 down the drain pretty quickly, but nah, it all worked well. So yeah, so that's good. And then I've also got the same thing, smaller version for the washing the dogs. So it's a much smaller hose gun with shower jet, 8 different nozzle things that you can do, but it's got like a little 100 ml little container that you can put. I put the dog soap in there straight, no water. And then you can dial it in how much soap you want to come out. So you just squirt the dogs. In my shed, I've got hot and cold water. Let's go and have a look. I'll show you, because then I can show you the new one. I've had a really bad run with hose guns. I bought, we used to have the crap ones, and then I got this one. It was like $30 from Bunnings, and I've had that for years. It's probably 5-6 years old. No sign of giving up. It's in the sun all the time. Really good. Yes, it fell off this thing. So it is this one. So yeah, it works really good. So it's quick disconnect. I don't know what other attachments you can get here. You might be able to just get something that turns it into just a normal hose gun, but yeah, it works really well. And I thought, I got to it and it was sitting on the floor like that. But yeah, didn't strip, didn't break, nothing. It's really solid, really nice rubber here, all brass here, all nice smooth motion here. So yeah, works really good. So happy with that. And you can adjust the spray pattern just by turning it like that. So now it's a flat spray pattern like that, or when I'm doing the grass, I kind of want it like that, so it's a fan like that. So yeah, that works really well. And then it's probably still in the bin, or I might have thrown it out. Yeah, this one. So this is the one I use for the dogs. So I've got a hose that runs there around the back of the shed, and then connects to that tap there. You buy these things from Bunnings as well, and it just turns your tap into a hose connector. And I've got hot and cold water here. I've got hot and cold, so I can mix. Pretty much you go 40. So that's really hot. Well, that's cold, and that's hot, and I'll just go. Right now in summer I go a little bit more cold, but in winter I'll go about there. I kind of know the angles, and makes it nice warm water for the dogs. I'll put in their soap into here, and then you go like that, and off she goes. So I had one for 3 years because our older dog's 3 years old, or just over. Oh, actually, no, we didn't wash. We used to wash him in the shower. That's right. So let's say it's 2 years old. Not bad. $16, whatever they are. It was a yellow one. But yeah, something happened to the trigger, so so that's off. Click that on, and it would just make a funny noise in here, and nothing would come out. You'd have to crimp the hose and then press it, and then just uncrimp the hose and let the pressure release very slowly, and then it would work. So I thought, nah, that's no good, so I'm going to buy another one. So I bought this one last week, or 2 weeks ago. Used it once last weekend. Took the dogs to the dog park the other day, brought them back just to do their paws, because they get pretty dirty there, it's pretty sandy. And yeah, no dramas, did it. Used it the second time. And then I had it in there, and it fell. And you can see there, it's split. The rest of it's in the bin. And it's just split everything, so it was just piss and water out of everywhere. So I was like, that lasted 2 goes. So I've got another one. I'm going to actually keep that, because this may be the same as the one I'm getting from Amazon, but it's more this style. So it's ABS brass. I don't think the top bit's brass, but this bit is brass, and the bit that it screws into is metal, and then it's ABS plastic all the way around. So yeah, I might keep that just in case it's the same as this new one that I'm getting. I'm getting it today, so I only ordered it yesterday, and Amazon's bringing it today, so that's a bonus. Okay, just watched a little video. See how we go. So I've already spent a bit of time on the computer adjusting. I took the SD card out of the sniper unit, put on the computer. It's a bit easier, that's all. I think that should start. Let's let it prime. Easy. So RPM is a bit low. Should be like 1300. That's lower, that's higher. 900. I might just leave it there. Yeah, about 1100. I'll leave it there. That's about 1000 RPM at the moment, but about 1000, but the water temperature is a bit low, so you can't really judge anything. You got to let it warm up. It's got to be above 80 degrees, I think. So yeah, we'll just let it warm up, and then this should start dropping. Okay, so it's hot enough now, 88 degrees, and the RPM's actually gone up, which is good, because that's what we want to adjust. So oops, too much. So I want to see 750. I think that, yeah, that might be low enough. I don't want to go, that's about 780. that's low enough. I'm seeing 720. It's bouncing around, but that's okay. So turn it off, and that's one thing I'm trying to stop, is that run on. It's really annoying, and that's only idling very low. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a bit of reading on that. But anyway, let's turn her on. Cool. Fan's on. I just heard the fan come on. I think we're idling a bit too low. Car's shaking. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So it's not going below 750. Oh, that did, but yeah, that's okay. I think we'll leave it at that. Yeah. This is a worry now. The IAC position's changed. They should be 0. No, that's actually fine. It's when you're driving it should be 0. That's right. Yeah. 20%. Yeah. There we go. That's what you want. Yeah. On idle should be 0. Driving it should be 20%. I hope you can hear me. Yeah. Sweet. That's really good. Good RPM. A little bit high, but for now I think we'll just leave it at that, and then yeah, that's the bit I got to stop. So the only way I can stop that now is if you leave it in gear when you turn it off, and just so you got the clutch in, obviously, because the car's not moving, and then when you turn the car off, just take the clutch off, just ease the clutch out so that it stalls the engine almost as it's turning off. And that's the only way I can see to fix it at the moment. So we'll put these up. I've got to put the windows up because I've got the alarm has got like ultra. So if you reach in the car with the window down, the alarm goes off. But it also goes off if you walk next to it. It's a little bit probably too sensitive, but I always like to leave the windows down when I'm working on it so you don't lock the keys in the car. Yeah, but a bit of I'll always leave my windows down when the car's in here, just let it breathe out. You don't get gross smells in the car. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. So that's cool. We got a nice return spring. It's going to get us back to 0 now quite easily. Adjusted that. I've lubed that as well back at the pedal, so I've got a bit of grease on it. And yeah, we're all good. So it's a bit hard to see, but yeah, cool. That's good. That's all I wanted to do today. That's worked out well because it's a little bit hot now to go for a drive. I'm getting soft in my old age and I need aircon when I'm driving, so oh, that's annoying. There we go. So you got to kind of see where it fits. Yep, and the spring's not in the way. That's cool. The old man's going to be happy about that because he's for the last probably 3 years, every time he sees it, he's like, when are you putting the return spring on it? So yeah, all good. So we'll take them back in the shed. Take my phone. Holly's got some pretty good videos on YouTube if you set one of these up. He goes through a lot of steps and you can't skip anything, because if you skip anything, it's not going to work. If you're trying to save a bit of time, it's just not going to work. So yeah, that can all stay there. Actually, I used this stuff in the car, in my Mr. car the other day, the i20. Clean the carpets really good. Actually, that was another toy that I got, was this thing. I saw it at Super Cheap for your vacuum cleaner. Just happens to fit my vacuum cleaner without using the adapter, but it comes with 2 adapters there. I thought that was one, but yeah, it comes with 2 adapters, but it fits on my vacuum cleaner without it. And that's really good. I thought that wouldn't be that good, but that works really well. It takes 2 seconds to do your carpets, and then your mats, if they've got any hair or sand or whatever, this thing spins at 1,000,000 miles an hour and just cleans everything. And then this thing is worth, this whole kit was only 40 bucks, and I'd pay 40 bucks just for that. That was really good. It's a bendy thing that just gets anywhere, really. Oh shit. There was a little brush thing like this on there, but a short one. So that's probably in the Hyundai still. Anyway, doesn't matter. Even without it, you don't really need it, but yeah, works really well. So yeah, gave the car a nice vacuum because I hadn't done it in a while. And then you just spray this stuff over. I've almost finished it. I did our bedroom and the car, and I used way too much in our bedroom though. So yeah, you probably only need half a can for a bedroom, and then a tiny bit for your car. You don't want to put too much on. If you spray it and see foam, that's too much. You just want the mist, and that's it. But yeah, that works really good, and it lasts for a long time. Actually, the smell lasts for a few days, so pretty good. All right, well, I'll pack up. I think that's all we can do for today. Yeah. Other than that, she's running really good. I don't know if you saw, but the carpet in the footwell is starting to peel down because it's been down for so long because we've been working on it. It's kind of, that's the shape it's kept. I think it gets hot with the engine heat, and it's kind of molded to that shape now. So I've got some clips that I picked up over the weekend, so hopefully that's going to fix it. And that's pretty much the last thing I need to do to this car before I can start taking it places to finally sell it. I'm not really rushing to sell it because my car's still, the new car's still ages away. So yeah, there's no dramas there, but I do want to kind of get rid of it sooner rather than later. Yeah, not for any particular reason, but just if I keep it here, I'm going to keep driving it and it's going to break, and then I'm going to have to spend, I think I mentioned the clutches, it's still got a fair bit of meat in it, but I mean, this thing eats clutches because of the torque that it has. So, and it's not like a racing clutch because they're too hard to drive. I've just got a standard clutch in there. And the tyres are heaps of grip, but they're getting old. So the longer I keep them, should only really keep tyres for 6 years. And they're getting to about that. Well, they're probably past it actually. Let's have a look. I got all four at the same time. Let's see where the date code is. Oh, I think Amazon's here. Hang on. Nah, it wasn't Amazon. It was a bin man. Bin day today. So I think that's the code. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. No. Yeah, I don't know. There's no other. No, that's not it. That's not it. 20. This could be it. I think it was around then, 2016. Hang on, 2016. Yeah, I think it was around that time. So yeah, it'd be getting up there. It'd be definitely getting up there. The only thing that saves these tyres is they're never outside unless I'm driving the car. So they're never in the sun to deteriorate. So you can probably stretch them a little bit. But yeah, I wouldn't go stretching them too much. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's what I mean. If I keep it here, I'm going to keep driving it, and stuff's going to keep breaking on it, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why. If I can get rid of it quicker, be good. And then my missus's car can come in here until I get my new car. But yeah, anyway, that was a kind of easy job. Easy enough, anyway. But yeah, like I said, that's about it. So when the weather comes down a bit, because it's still, I know it's only 30 degrees or 27 or so, but it's still too hot. That's one of the reasons I'm selling this car is no aircon. I'm not interested in putting aircon in it, because if you look at a Torana with aircon, it's a massive box. It doesn't hook into the original vents. It's a big box that sits underneath that footwell with the controls on it. It's like an add-on that these cars never came with it. It was after the car was done, then you can put it in. Plus it deteriorates the engine bay. I don't like the look of aircon compressors and all the extra wiring and piping and stuff. So yeah, it's not going to happen. So yeah, that's not a thing. for me, putting aircon in this car. If you could get a unit that was totally electric and hidden and it hooked into the original vent so you don't lose any of the originality of the car, I'd probably think about it. But something like that's going to be mega dollars. So yeah, so not having aircon just limits this car, especially in Perth, because it's in summer it's undrivable, this car. The car's fine in the heat. I have driven it in like a 35-degree day because I had to one day, and it was fine. Never gets above 95-ish. It's fine. But it's just so uncomfortable for the passengers in the car. It's just way too hot. It's hot because it's a hot day. So you imagine driving a normal car with no aircon on. So you've got to have the windows down, which means the tint doesn't filter the sunlight, so you're getting burnt. That's what happened on the weekend. My missus, all she wanted to do was go for a drive, and about 20 minutes later she just wanted to turn back because she was just getting scorched on her arms. So yeah, you got to have the windows down, which means you're in full sun. And then because of the kind of car that it is, the heat comes through the engine bay, comes through around the gear shifter, around that boot there. You can feel all the hot air from the engine just coming in, so it makes it even hotter than a normal car with no aircon. So it just compounds it. So yeah, unless it's like winter and it's like a 20-degree day, that's with no rain. Again, this is 2004, I think it got painted, so 20 years ago, and it's never ever been in the rain. And I've never washed it with a hose. I've only just washed it with some wet rags and done what I needed to do to keep it clean like that. But it's never been in the rain, never been washed with a hose. So it's a bit of a handful in the rain. So yeah, I don't do it. Plus, I don't want it to get wet. I've got no reason to drive this car in the rain. I've got 2 other cars to choose from to drive on a crap day. So yeah, but I mean, if you don't have an option, you don't have an option. But I do. So yeah, it doesn't go in the rain. But anyway, yeah. So the new car, the Nissan, definitely won't be as precious with that car. I mean, I'll look after it, but it's got power steering, it's got aircon, it's it's been dipped in all that e-coating shit, so it's not going to rust ever. I'm not worried about rust. I'm not worried about the thing getting wet. If it's a 40-degree day, it's in the sun. Oh well, it's a 40-degree day and it's in the sun. Park it under a tree, get bird shit on it. Who cares? Wash it when you get home. I'll look after it and protect it. The only thing I'm not going to do is park it in shopping centre car parks or anywhere where there's a car park, really. If you look, I don't know how to explain it, but our car, I'll have to take some pictures next time, but this car is like a regular size car in Australia. It's a Commodore. That's what everybody used to have. And when you park it, the line is probably 200-300 mil from each tyre. It just fits in a bay. Like the mirror is overhanging the line almost. You got barely enough room to get out. You can't open the door properly. The bays here are so small. They're for tiny cars. So yeah, it's really not something. If the bays were bigger, I always try and park on an end bay and park right to the side of the curb, so that way there's double the amount of room. And plus, I park right at the back of the car park. That's this car, my missus' car. We park right down the front. I don't care. It's a small car, so it fits in the bay better. So you got less chance of people opening their doors. But I mean, this has got a few dings on it. I've not from me. It's from the previous owner. But yeah, the new car it's about the same size as this car, so it's thinner than this car. It's not as wide as this car. But yeah, I'm still not going to go look for trouble. I'll just park at the back somewhere, right away, right on the curb somewhere, if I have to take it. But that's what I mean. I'll never have to take it to the shops because I've got this car or the other car. So yeah, it's more of a cruiser, and that's it. And if we do go somewhere for a coffee, then I'll hunt out a spot that's kind of end-to-end parking, so no one can park next to you, like on the road or something. I'm not going to go and put it right in the middle of a car park. So yeah, I will definitely look after it like that. And maybe, if it does get a few dings on it every now and again, maybe just call the paintless dent removal guy and he can come and fix it. But I've had him, not on this car, on the other car. We only just got the car. Literally, like, it was about 2 weeks old. I always do stupid shit like this, like buy something, look after it, and then like that hose gun thing, it was first use and I dropped it. Anyway, this Commodore, we got it. Went on a big drive, come back, it was dusty, so I thought, I'll give it a wash. And I got the gurney high pressure hose. It's never ever done it to me before, and it's never done it to me since, but it did it on the first wash of this brand new car. I pressed it and the thing wasn't in enough, the wand, and it just shot out. As soon as I pressed the trigger, it shot out, and it went bang, bang, right on the front guard here. So yeah, I had it didn't scratch the paint, but I had a paint, it just dented it. So I had a paintless dent removal guy come, and he did it, and just you wouldn't even tell. He was really good. He actually used to work for Ford in their factory doing paintless dent removal, so after they build a car, if someone notices a little knock on it, he'll come and knock it out. And yeah, he did a really good job. He did my old man's car as well, because my old man got a door open onto him, and yeah, this guy fixed it up. So yeah, that's possible. As long as you don't scratch your paint, it's all sweet. And I do have a couple, but for this car, I'm not worried about it. I'm really not worried. I think there's 2 on the bonnet, and actually you can see it here. You can actually see it in the light. There's one just there. If I move back, you can kind of see the shadow. What if we get the torch on it? Yeah, see, just there. You can see that one, and I think there's... No, I think it's on the other side. There's one. And then there's actually 2 on the bonnet. I only noticed one the other day, but you probably can't see it with this big bright light. There's one just there. You can see it, just there. I mean, you can knock that out. And then there's another one. Yeah, you can't see it with this light. The light's a bit funny, but there's another one just in the middle, around here somewhere. But yeah, this car I'm not worried. But yeah, definitely I'll look after the new car as best I can. But yeah, you know, stuff happens. But anyway, all good. All right, we're going to put this stuff back in the shed, and I think we'll call it. And then I'm going to jump on the internet and order some badges for those buckets there. And that'll be a pretty snazzy way of organising all your detailing stuff. I just got a message saying that the stuff from AliExpress is all on its way. So I pretty much just ordered that big drying towel, some more brushes. What else was there? There was a few things. Some chip repair things. Yeah, it was a few things actually, and then if you would have actually, I saw the brushes I bought were like $5 for like $1 a brush. Then I saw them at Autobarn or Super Cheap, and they wanted $20 for the whole set. So big dip. They were exactly the same, black, red, same thing. So yeah, they don't muck around. They definitely, and I guarantee you they are exactly the same brush. So yeah, put that up there. Oh, it's up there. There we go. Oh wow. All right, well, I think I'm done for the day. That was a big day. Not just working on the car, but other things. But yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, it's Thursday, Friday. Got not much on Friday. Friday's an early knockoff day for me actually. We finish at 12 on Fridays, which is really good. So looking forward to that. The weekend looks like it's going to be nice, like 30 degrees. They're forecasting maybe some showers, so should be nice and cool. Hopefully the humidity goes away. I just found this the other day. Temperature, humidity, enter 63%. So yeah, it's up there. I don't know what's going on. I mean, Perth is sometimes, I don't know, I just never remember it being humid every single day for like a month. I just never remember it being, and I've worked outside all my life. Normally around this time you get that week or so, and it's never, like this morning it was 85 or 87% humidity. Yeah, I just don't remember. Like you definitely get the humidity, but in winter, but you don't really notice it as much because it's cold. But yeah, I just don't remember this just humidity at this temperature, like 25 degrees and 65%. It's really bad. It feels like it's 35 degrees. Plus the sun has got some bite on it. I don't know what's going on, but it's just, you can't even stay out in the sun for too long. You just get absolutely, like after you shower you come out and you're just red. Yeah, it's not very nice, so don't know. The boys are going alright. They've had their hair cut, and that's lasting them I cut them a little bit because I got some new clippers and I cut them a little bit too short. So, but yeah, they don't look as good straight away. But 2 weeks later, they look like they've just had a clip. So, so I should get about 2 months out of them, 6 weeks rather than the 4 weeks I was getting. That's I used to take them to a groomer, $75 each dog, so $150. They'd be there for half a day. I had to go drop them off, come home, then go back, pick them up, and then come back. It was a bit of a hassle. She did a really good job, really good groomer, but she made them look really good, but only for that week. After that, they started growing out. Dexter Stoned, he's getting really bitey in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, they look like proper schnauzers the way she cut them. She only used, I think she said she only used the clippers on their body. She used scissors for their head and for their legs. And she come up really good. They look proper. They look the best I've ever looked. I can't cut them like that. But yeah, you bring them home and you go, oh my God, look at them. They look cool. And then like a week or 2 weeks later, you just go, geez, they need another haircut. And you just paid $150. So then, yeah, they'd look good for 2 weeks, and then I'd cut them, and then they look like that for another. We used to go every 4 months to her. So, yeah. But anyway, those clippers I got now, I think I'm just going to come to the realisation that they're just going to look a bit scrappy, but yeah, not paying $150 every time they go. So, all good. And Ashley was starting Alfie on an antihistamine tablet that you can just buy from the chemist. It's for people, but you can give it to dogs as well. Trying to get him off these other tablets, so that's starting tonight, because the other tablets are just getting out of control. Since we've started, they've more than doubled in price. So they're getting up to $340. I think they started at about $180 or something like that, and they're up to $340 now for 100 tablets, and he needs 1 tablet a day. And with this heat, he was on 2 tablets a day. So yeah, it's just it's like $7 a day on tablets. It's just stupid. So yeah, not happening. So yeah, Telfast, I think it is. We got him here. Yeah, Telfast apparently. So we've tried other ones. One didn't work. One kind of worked. There's 3 different brands. So that's the last one, and everyone reckons that one works pretty good. So hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. It's a lot cheaper than the other ones anyway. Anyway, I'll close it off here. Not much more I can tell you. Yeah, going to go for a nice ride on the weekend with my mates on the electric bikes. I haven't been with them for a while. I've been with one of them on a scooter ride, but I haven't been on a ride. It's only me and one of my mates that have the scooters. Actually, we've all got the big scooters that are illegal. So yeah, we've all got one of them, but we don't use them anymore. And then it's only me and one of my mates that has the legal scooter, which is in my car actually. I've got to take that out. So because we've only just got them, we've been using the scooters. So my other mates haven't come because they don't have a legal scooter. But I think we're taking the bikes this weekend. So all of us will go. There's like 4 of us, 4 or 5, depending on how many come. But yeah, there's about 4 or 5 of us that go. And bikes are legal, so all good there. Actually, there is some washing to hang up. So yeah, the bikes are legal. So yeah, we'll all go on them. My mate lives in Caversham. You can look it up. Caversham's like near Swan Valley, and then we just leg it into the city and go in the city and have a coffee and run around in there for a bit. End up doing about 65 k's and come home. So yeah, it's a nice run. Plus because it's been so hot, we're just getting over this 35-40 degrees every day thing. That wasn't much fun. So when it's that hot, it's kind of 30ish in the morning. It's already pretty hot. They're the ramps. So they're caravan leveling ramps, but they work really good just to run the car up on and do a quick oil change under it. Not worth getting that big scissor lift thing that I've got out just to do an oil change, because it'll take longer to set that up than do the oil change. But yeah, that gives you enough room. Under the Commodore anyway, that works because it's pretty high anyway, that car. Actually, these can come down because they're dry. But But yeah, under the, because the Commodore's quite high, so yeah, that's enough room. I can get under there and just drain the oil. But you're only under there for 2 seconds. Just got to crack the oil sump plug and then let it drain, and then get under there to tighten it back up. The oil filter's actually in the engine bay. You do it from the top. So a bit easier on that car. The Nissan, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Whether I'm going to take it there every time for an oil change, or if I'm going to do one oil change in between when they do it. I'm not sure. So yeah, figure that out. It just depends how easy it is to do. And then I'm thinking of maybe selling that scissor lift hoisting that I have, because I'm not going to use it anymore. I won't need it for the Commodore because I use that. I'm hoping the Nissan, run the Nissan up on those ramps, and then I won't need that thing. Like, I can do it myself. And the i20, that's plenty on that. That's plenty on that. So yeah, I might just do that, and then I may even look into it and actually buy some proper car ramps, not metal ones, because I've got that nice coating in the garage, and the metal ones scratch it. So I want you can get things called race ramps, and they're a long one, so that they're for low profile cars, so you can run them up. Not that any of my cars are going to be low. The Nissan's probably the lowest, and even that's not going to be, I'm not going to lower it, so it's not going to be that low. But yeah, something like that I think we'll do. So I might even do some research into that one day, and get some decent ramps, and then, because they're only maybe 100 mil high at best. So yeah, if you can get some that are 200, that'll be even better. That'll be plenty just to do oil changes, because really, once I sell the Torana, that's all I'm going to be doing. I bought that because those scissor lift ramps, because we were doing the gearbox and the diff and clutches, and we were under that car all the time. So they did come in handy, because no dramas. I actually did my mate come round on the weekend, and we did his, he's got a 2021 Mustang, and yeah, jacked up his Mustang, and we did the exhaust. We put a H pipe in it. So we cut a section, or cut the old resonator out. Well, the front slips off, you cut the back off, and then you slip in the H pipe. It took about 3 hours, I think, all up, but we used the scissor lift, and that was really good for that. So yeah, scissor lift to lift it up really high, and then put your jack stands under it, and then just let the scissor lift down and take the scissor lift out the way. Yeah, heaps good. You just, in one hit, jack the whole car up. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing things like that once I get this new car, so I don't really need it. So just some ramps just to get under to do an oil change, it'd be perfect. It'd be absolutely perfect. So yeah, what are these guys doing? Boys, what are you eating plants for? Hey? No, oh, you drop it. Drop that. No good, mate. Don't do that, you'll get sick. Come on, you got all the toys in the world, but you want to eat plants. That's enough. Alright guys, double thumbs up. Have a good weekend. I'm probably not going to do another video between now and next week sometime. I don't even know what I got really nothing. I've pretty much caught up on all my jobs, so just trying to think now. Actually, we got one of my missus' friends coming over for dinner tomorrow night, so I'll have to give this a clean up, but I did that in the last couple videos ago. Had a big clean up out here, so everything's ready to go. I think we're doing chicken pieces on the smoker, a couple pizzas, little salad, not too much. It's just, there's only three of us, so yeah, not too much, but a few drinks, and that's it. But anyway, yeah, if I think another video to do something interesting, but really, I think I'm finally getting on top of things. Now that the car's done, that was just in the back of my mind for the last 6 months, just wanting to fix that. But yeah, now that that's done, and my Commodore is clean, detailed, and ceramic coated, and now we've done a ceramic coat on the i20 as well. The i20's just had a service, and the Commodore needs a service. So the Commodore's about 500 Ks maybe. I have to have a look. So I'll get on to my old man and get him to order the parts for me. Geez, that's a long way. So he'll order me a filter and oil. I'll look through the book, but I'm pretty sure that's all it needs. Yeah, so I'll get him to, because he's a mechanic, so he gets the parts at trade price, and he gets the oil for like $30, which is nothing. And then I'll go and pick it up. And when I go pick it up, I just tell it that I'm him, and they just give it to me. They don't ask for ID or anything. So yeah, all good. So, and then I'll probably do a video on that, do it one day. Might even look into getting some decent ramps before that, because that's about 500 k's away. So yeah, I can probably sort some decent ramps out and then get rid of them, and we'll do the first service. Because if I don't do it now, it's probably going to be another couple of years before it gets serviced again, because I don't do a lot of k's in that car. It's not something I use every day. So yeah, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated on the ramp research, and yeah, we'll go from there. Catch you later. Have a good one.